All right, we are live here, University National Finals, freestyle action coming your way. Richard Emmel. Yes, we're ready.
Cool. Yep, we're ready to go. Nahshon looks ready. David Terao look ready.
Yeah, we've got some good action, good matchups coming your way. You want to read the list of matchups real quick for our guys?
I'll do it up. 57. Remember, these are best 2 out of 3, so you get some bonus wrestling. Maybe get a few third matches. Maybe 9, up to 9 third matches. Doubt we'll see that, but that'd be pretty awesome. Nahshon Garrett, David Terao at 57. 61, BJ Futrell versus Joe Colon. 65, Anthony Ashnault versus Michael Mangrum. At 70, James Green versus Adam Hall. 74, Tyler Caldwell versus Ian Miller. 80, Kyle Crutchmer versus Tanner Weatherman. 86, Chris Perry versus Enoch Francois. 97, Lucas Sheridan versus Chad Hankey. And 125, Austin Marsden versus Adam Kuhn.
Yeah, we've had quite a few upsets there along the way as well.
Holy cow.
You know, we were talking earlier, where there's 4 NCAA champs in this field, and only one of them has made the finals here. So a lot of depth at this tournament. Just an outstanding tournament. I mean, especially some of these really deep weights like 70. 70 was just a monster, man. 65 was tough. 61, I mean.
There were a ton of really, really solid fields.
Okay, so also want to bring up one quick point before we start wrestling finally. The University World Team, okay, in the past it was set by whoever won this tournament, but there has been a provision added that in the Olympic weights that are going to be wrestled next week in Madison at the World Team Trials, the highest eligible finisher that places in the top 6 of the World Team Trials next week will have an opportunity to challenge the winner of this tournament for a spot on the World Team if they don't make the Senior World Team. So just keep that in mind. That doesn't apply to 61 or 70 kilos, the non-Olympic weights, just the Olympic weights.
Right, and we're underway now. 57 kilograms, 2 familiar opponents, Nahshon Garrett, David Terao. These two met in the EIWA finals. They met in the scuffle and otherwise. And it's been all Nahshon, though Terao has frustrated him at times. He can, though Terao is a wide open, exciting wrestler, against Garrett, he'll slow it down a little bit and try to keep the match close. Terao, a winner over Joey Dance, someone a lot of people thought would probably get in the finals against Garrett, but he pulled a 5-4 upset as we see him get hit for passivity.
Yeah, we saw Garrett a couple weeks ago at the Beat the Streets event and his freestyle debut there. Close match, lost to Vengelov of Bulgaria, but there's definitely a lot of promise and upside with Garrett whenever it comes to freestyle. He's got a great style for it. Those blast doubles, quickness, not a lot of funk, which, as you know, can be problematic in freestyle. But Garrett's in on the single right off the bat. He lifts the leg, and he's going to push him out for 1 point. Yep. So 1-0 early lead, about 1:10 into this first period for Garrett.
There's a shot by Terao. Terao's got a lot of different moves, tricks in his bucket. He's got a nice headlock. He's got some good shucks. You won't see him take too many leg attacks, but he's got them.
Still can't see this all that.
And there's a nice double out of bounds. And Garrett will pick up 2 more as he takes a 3-0 lead. 1:15 to go here in the opening period. And I think that the freestyle matchup really, not that folk style didn't favor Garrett, but I think there's just less room for Terao to go. You know, he got pushed out a lot of times in their folk style matches. Well, push outs are punished here a lot more than they are in folk style, giving up a point every time. So he's got to try to hold his ground, and against a guy like Garrett, that's not going to be easy to do as Garrett continues to take ground.
Right, and you can't hang out underneath in front headlocks or on the legs. You'll get tipped and turned for extra points as well. So
exactly.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard. It's going to be hard for him to keep this a low-scoring match like maybe his strategy would have been in folk style.
Right. There's a shot. No real setup from Terao. And beautiful re-attack from Garrett, and he'll get 2 more, and he extends his lead 5-0. Now he's going to work on top. And Terao didn't really belly out, and he pays a price for it. Gives up the gut.
Trap arm gut. Now he's going down to the lace.
Looking for it again, and that was close. Not quite. He's got the wrist. And maybe looking roll through. Sure. Almost like a folk style tilt there.
Yeah, it was an interesting move there.
Yep.
All
that was one of those feel things, I think, for him. He just felt like he was leaning too much that way. So he went over 7-0.
So time winds down in the first period. 7-0 Garrett. Maybe what we expected coming in. He, definitely opened up. Terao's going to have to start utilizing his offense. He can't just hang out in the ties and try to keep Garrett neutralized. That's obviously not going to work.
No, it's not going to work. He's going to have to try something. He's not going to be able to just hang out and hope Nahshon makes a mistake. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Nahshon's
it's risk-reward at this point, I think.
Yep.
Being down 7. Really got
give it a shot, mix it up. You got another crack at him. This is not the last match.
Exactly.
Maybe get a feel for something that's maybe going to work, or and see how that goes. There's a shot from space by Garrett looking inside trip. Now he snaps to the front headlock, pulling that chin. He's got his arm on the leg there.
I like how Garrett's controlling the center of the mat, making Terao wrestle on the edge.
Yep.
That allows his double leg pounce whenever he goes. I mean, it's just there. He's going to get the score or he's going to get a push out.
Yep. 2:12 to go. Still 7-0. Nahshon Garrett leading. They're going passive on Terao, but right as that happens, Garrett gets a takedown and the gut, and that'll do it. There's a tech fall, 11-0. Nahshon Garrett, your winner, and he'll take the first match of this best 2 out of 3 series here, the University Trials.
I tell you what, very, very impressed with Nahshon Garrett. I'm excited to watch him in the future as he starts to get more experience in freestyle under his belt.